Allergic diseases and asthma are increasing worldwide to epidemic proportions. It is interesting to note that this increase in allergic diseases and asthma are not only occurring in the developed world but is also occurring in the developing world. Many centuries back, asthma and allergies were considered a disease of, or rather due to evil spirits, and that was the level of awareness at that time. Over the centuries, it has come to know that asthma and allergies are caused by a variety of different interplay factors like genetic factors, immunological factors or the immune system, and the environment. So those gene-environment interaction with the microbiome, interaction with the immune system, all play a role in the development of allergies and asthma. Allergies and asthma are also not just a disease of the affluent. It's occurring a lot in the developing world, and the need for actual increased awareness, education, training, and better research is absolutely essential to reduce the burden of diseases. If you look at the situation worldwide, you will realize that much is wanted, and therefore the World Allergy Organization has created the WOW, or the WAO White Book on Allergy, bringing together the conditions and status worldwide of the prevalence, the risk factors, the burden of disease, the treatment strategies, and of course a call to action to the governments, to United Nations, to WHO, asking for more resources and more direction to the governments to help address this disease area. What is important to look at is not only do we understand that allergies and asthma are increasing, but there is also a complete change in an understanding of the mechanisms as well as the treatment strategies. If you look at the mechanisms of allergic disease and asthma, we study so simplistically, every other day a new molecule is being identified, and this makes the situation more complicated. But this only shows very clearly that allergic disease and asthma are not clearly identified as a single molecule disease or a single cell disease, but is a result of an interplay of multiple different molecules and multiple different cells that actually interact to cause the inflammatory process ongoing. Therefore, the future of treatment of allergies and asthma is not just on antihistamines or steroids or antileukotrienes or such simplistic treatment strategies or devices, but would be more personalized medicine targeting specific molecules in subgroups of patients, or a phenotype-driven era with biologics and also biosimilars. So it is becoming more and more complicated, and it's becoming more and more clearer at the same time, but therefore it is more and more important for us to identify biomarkers, but at the same time to identify the clinical significance of those biomarkers, and then to identify the significance of targeting those biomarkers and not just limit them to animal studies, because human studies showing that relevance are very crucial. Therefore, this aspect, as well as looking at the primary, secondary outcomes, looking at newer outcomes as needed, and looking at the results in subgroups of trials that we do, is crucial for the future of allergy and asthma. Thank you very much.